Good morning. Welcome to our first full day in Pennsylvania. We're getting a very late start this morning.
With good reason.
Yeah. So we did a 20 yesterday. That was fine. And now we are about 3 miles out from a barbecue place that we really want to try. But it doesn't open until 11. So we are in absolutely no rush to get there this morning. So it's almost 9. Sorry, there's just like huge insects. It's almost 9, so we're gonna get going, just take our time getting to the barbecue place. Because they're open from 11 until they run out, so we definitely want to make sure that we're there on time. But other than that, I don't know. It depends how much barbecue we eat. Like, I'm not going to want to get on trail immediately. I need to let things digest. So, yeah. But we are at mile like 1080 something. We are so close to the technical halfway mark. It would be nice to reach it today. But if we don't, then we'll just be there very early tomorrow morning. It doesn't really matter either way. But yeah, it should be a good day. We were originally going to camp at a campground that has a pool, but the pool is only open on weekends, from Memorial Day to like the middle of June. And it is a Friday today, so we missed it by one day. I think Tribute's a little annoyed. So if it had been open, I think we probably would have just done barbecue, pool, and then like a few miles to the next shelter. And it would have been a really short day. But, yeah, we'll see. Not really any plans, and that's the way we like it. Good morning. So I didn't film that much yesterday after we got to the official halfway point, just because it was a really productive day actually. So despite waking up at 9 a.m., despite stopping for barbecue, or not waking up, leaving at 9 a.m., stopping for barbecue, we actually managed to get about 19 miles total yesterday, not including the barbecue, which was half mile off trail. So once we got to the halfway point, we realized that it was only another 3 miles to this shelter, and that we were way ahead of schedule, so we just decided to push on. We got here at about 7:30. This is actually quite a nice site. You've got the the shelter is really small, but there's loads of tenting space, and there's some pretty big groups that are here, I guess, for the weekend. So yeah, we managed to find some tenting space, started chatting with a few people that were here. There was one guy that did the trail 10 years ago, he said, and he was just here for the weekend with his son, so we just got to chatting, had some free chocolate, pretty nice stuff, yeah, and then we went to bed. So today is a very exciting day. I feel like there's so many halfway markers that it's getting ridiculous at this point. So we're tenting about half a mile from the permanent halfway marker on trail. Even though yesterday we passed both the actual halfway marker and mile 1000. For some reason at 1001 there is another like permanent structure that's up. So we're going to take a picture with that. But today is also the day of the half-gallon challenge. So we'll see if I manage to pull it off or if I manage to puke everywhere. Believe in me. In terms of the next few days, we had planned to get to Boiling Springs. Today's Friday. We planned to get to Boiling Springs on Sunday. And then Nero there. But Boiling Springs is now only about 22 miles from where we currently are. So if we did Nero, it would be a very short Nero. It would feel a little wasted. So I think we're still going to pop into Boiling Springs just to check out the outfitter, because Tribute needs some new shoes. But then we're going to keep going for a bit and stay at a hotel a little bit further up, and then hopefully get into Duncannon on Monday as well. So yeah, that's the rough plan. But you know us, we just kind of go with the flow, so that could change. All right, let's go eat some ice cream.
I'll take you away to where the sun shines so bright, so bright. You can stare at the stars at night. You can tell me anything you like. I'll take you away to where the sun shines so bright, so bright. You can stare at the stars at night. You can tell me anything you like.
Hello. It is a few hours later.
Had a really lazy day.
Yeah, I didn't.
Not lazy.
I didn't quite anticipate how much eating half a gallon of ice cream was gonna affect me. Like, full disclosure, I very nearly puked. It was a lot. I shouldn't have got something so chunky. But yeah, I think by the time, because you ordered food, so by the time we finished sitting around, it was maybe 12. But if you watched that video, you would have seen that Tribute, I don't know if it's allergies, if you have a cold.
I don't know if it's a cold. I think I'm just like, I didn't sleep well at all last night.
Yeah, but you were sneezing and sneezing and sneezing.
I know, I think yesterday was allergies, and maybe this morning. But just all the sneezing and no sleep has just wrecked me.
Yeah, so he wasn't feeling well. So even after we finished with the ice cream, there's a little like beach area in the park. So we walked down there, sat at a picnic table, and then we sat there for like another 2 hours. I had a snowball. Even though I just finished all that ice cream, I was like, oh, I want a snowball.
That doesn't count because it's just ice.
Yeah. So we did that, and then we headed out. But it's not far to go to a shelter. I don't think we're going to do very many miles today, simply because you're still not feeling 100%. That ice cream is...
Pro tip.
It's not that it's not sitting well. It's just I would rather not keep walking.
This is the best advice you can give. If you're thinking of doing a thru hike, pick the sorbet.
Yeah.
Or vanilla.
Yeah.
That's the single. There's all this talk about gear and like exercise and stretching. Like, pick the sorbet. That's the thing.
Yeah, so I think we're just gonna go to the next shelter, which means tomorrow we'll have a 20-mile day to get to a hotel.
I think it should be fine because we did almost 20 yesterday.
Oh, that's a big spider. Oh, sorry. That's a really big
That
spider.
looks like an alien thing.
Get off my bag.
It looks like an alien.
Get off my bag. But yeah, oh no.
Oh, it's so far. I feel bad.
He flew. But
Anyway.
yeah, so we'll have to do 20, but we'll also have to stop at the outfitters for you to get new shoes.
Yeah.
So I think we'll have to do quite a few miles before 9. Anyways, that's our problem to figure out. So, yeah, we knew it was going to be like this anyways. We knew we had like 30 miles to break up in whatever way. So, I mean, we're just going to deal with it how we see fit. Yeah, that's about it. Catch you later. Good morning. I'm very tired this morning. It is 8:30 and we have been up and on trail since 6 and I still have not yet fully woken up, so you'll have to excuse my sleepiness. Yesterday I didn't record anything. I just forgot when we got to the shelter, but we tented. I didn't really eat dinner because my stomach was still full from ice cream. But yeah, fell asleep. What are you pointing at?
That stick.
Oh yeah. The stick is holding up that whole rock. Yeah, so today we are trying to get 20 miles in. So the first 12 miles are to Boiling Springs. We're going to just stop in quickly. There is a section, I think it's about 14 miles after Boiling Springs, where you're advised not to drink any of the water, and you're also not allowed to camp there. So we need to stop in Boiling Springs, fill up on water, and then what I think we're going to do is push most of the way through that section, but we are trying to get off to go to a hotel, because if we tried to push through the entire section of no camping to get to the other shelter on the other side, it would be like a 27 mile day, and I just don't have that in me. So yeah, so the goal is 20 miles to get to a hotel. I suppose we could have stopped at Boiling Springs, but I don't know, this section right after is supposed to be very, very easy, and Boiling Springs is quite small. I'm not even sure if there would have been anywhere for us to stay. So yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I'll wake up soon. Catch you later.
We stood in the moonlight, it's something sweet. Let it wash over all of me. With you I form my company, forever close to the unknown. There's no doubts and no regret. Happy before we get it. Another day to do it all again. Oh, throwing open all the curtains wide. Oh, not gonna miss a thing. Oh, nothing's promised to you in this life, but it's there for us to take. So live well, be bold, be brave. We lay in the daylight under the old oak tree. It's simple, beautiful, it's all we need. Chasing the wonder endlessly, further into the unknown. There's no doubts and no regret. Happy before we get it. Another day to do it all again.
Good morning. It is Monday morning. We are just leaving the Quality Inn that we stayed in last night. Did you enjoy your night in a hotel?
Yeah, I slept so well.
Yeah. It was really hard to wake up this morning. But we must continue on. So it is 9 o'clock. We have 17 miles to get to Duncannon, Pennsylvania, where we will be staying at a hostel tonight. So it's not too bad. Feel very luxurious staying in a hotel one night and a hostel another night. But yeah, it was a pretty good deal at this hotel. It was like $60 as a special hiker rate, so it wasn't too expensive. But now we gotta walk back on this road with no sidewalk and then go back up to the trail. So wish us luck, and for the rest of the day as well. Hopefully these 17 miles go quick.
Will you wake with me in the sunrise, sunrise, sunrise? Will you wake with me for the moonlight, moonlight, moonlight? How will they both be held, folding limbs as last lights fade? Oh, you'll walk with me in the one light, one light, one light. Oh, you'll sing with me the one line, one line, one line. How you'll smile, how we'll laugh, how we'll stand as oceans pass. Oh, you'll dance with me at first sight, first sight, first sight. Fall asleep, night after night, after night, after night. How we'll walk and fly away. How we'll say we love the rains they would.
Hello. We're live from Duncannon, Pennsylvania. Got here last night and stayed at the hostel, but we've hit a bit of a pickle this morning. Our plan was Tribute really needs new shoes. Like, the tread on his is completely gone.
It's just slick at this point.
And I know we were at an REI a week ago when we took our Zero after getting into Harper's Ferry, but I don't know why. I don't think he realized until after, like, how bad the tread on his shoes was. Anyways, we were hoping to get some shoes here, and then just head out afterwards. But it turns out that the outdoor shop here. Oh my God! What the hell is on my hand? Ah! Sorry. Oh, that was a big hornet.
That was a big hornet.
That was a big hornet. Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, turns out the outdoor shop here doesn't have really anything.
No.
So can't get shoes there. There is an REI about 20 minutes away that we are hoping to get to, but we've been having a heck of a time trying to find someone to shuttle us there. We called around. People are either out of town or not available until the afternoon. So that's what we have to do. We have a shuttle booked for 2:30, but we can't really do anything about it before then. So I think we're just gonna have to hang around town.
Oh no, we'll have to go to 7-Eleven and get Slurpees.
That's what we're doing now. We're going to 7-Eleven
Oh no.
and getting Slurpees.
And also get snacks and food.
Should we cross now?
Yes. And also get snacks because the resupply options at the
it's just
the outfitters weren't great.
Just very limited.
It's a nice hostel.
Yeah, but anyways, I don't know. I am a little frustrated now because we're only going to be able to do like 4 miles after getting dropped back off, if that. So it's just kind of put a damper on our plans to like keep progressing and keep moving. But what can you do? He needs new shoes, so. Sorry, I'm trying not to get hit by a car on the way to 7-Eleven. There's also the issue that Tribute is still having a lot of pain in his knee, and I'm very worried about that. So I don't know. I was ready to push big miles, but I guess that's not in the cards. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll keep you updated.
Won't you wait with me for the sunrise, sunrise, sunrise? Holding close to me in the one light, one light, one light.
Okay, so it is 4:30.
We're getting started.
And we're finally heading out for the day. So we went to REI, which I think was a successful trip. I ended up deciding that even though I just had gotten my shoes last week, just based on the walk into town yesterday, I really need something with a little bit more support against the rocks. So even though it hurt my wallet to do so, I also purchased a new pair of shoes. Just something with a bit more cushion, and I'm sure at some point I will get my other shoes back once I finish with these. But yeah, for now, I think the cost of new shoes is, buying new shoes wouldn't hurt as much as having to quit trail because I wrecked my feet on some rocks. So Tribute got new shoes as well. He got a brace for his knee, so hopefully that helps. And yeah, we're heading out. Obviously, because it's so late, we're not going to be able to do that many miles, so I think we're just going to head to the first shelter out of town, which is I think about 4.5 miles.
Gone the wrong way.
It's fine.
The trail's in there.
Doesn't matter. All right. Wish us luck. It's really hot today, even though it's still late in the day. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get going. Bye.
One light, we'll all move on, far from here, my dust to dust, and your dust near.
Good morning. So yeah, we got to the shelter last night, and I put up my tent because I didn't want to be bothered by all the bugs. And what do you know? As soon as pretty much as soon as I was ready to wake up and get up, it starts pouring down rain. Even though the weather said it wasn't going to rain until this afternoon. So, Tribute slept in the shelter, so he's all nice and dry.
No, I got stung by a hornet.
Oh, but he got stung by a hornet, so...
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, so we're supposed to leave at 6:30. It's now almost 7. Because the stupid radar said that this was going to pass by 6:30, and it hasn't. So, yeah, that's pretty great. I still have to go pack up my tent, which is now soaking wet. Yeah. We'll see how today turns out. Just hate the rain. Alright. Wish us luck. It's very nice.
This is my dining room. That's my penthouse where I live. There's the sock that I just keep there for some reason.
Okay, update.
Story time.
I forgot what I was going to say. So, yeah, it is 12:30. We walked 6.5 miles to the next shelter for what was supposed to be a lunch break. I think we got here like 11 or so. And then we started to realize that the weather was not looking good. Everywhere that we checked had like different times, but I think most of them agreed that like the rain would be starting around 2 again, and it's meant to be thundering and really, really heavy rain. And after this shelter, there's not another one for 18 miles. So we would have to tent. And that's not really something we want to do. I don't know. I didn't mind because my tent was already soaking wet. But basically,
tent is nice and dry.
Tribute protested enough. So because of him, we are staying here.
I'm sorry.
If it's okay. I mean, if I was by myself, honestly, I would have just pushed on and probably sat in a cold, damp tent all by myself. But I thought I would be nice and not drag him through the rain to set up super cold. So yeah, here we are. But at least it's a really, really nice shelter. I anticipate that it's going to get very busy tonight because of the rain and because we're not that far out of town. So yeah, 10 miles over 2 days is not what I was expecting, but what can you do? What can you do? Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but it is what it is. I think I'm going to just take some time to maybe take a nap. Just try to actually relax because I spent all the time yesterday while we were waiting for the shuttle just editing. And it's one thing to kind of like sit there and stare outside, stare at the trees and, you know, kind of be within nature. And then it's another thing to be like staring at a phone and a screen for hours and hours and hours. It just feels like it's not really relaxing. So yeah, that's where we are. We've already set up and everything. We're still the only ones here. So I anticipate in the next few hours we're going to get some people rolling in. But we do know that our friends are coming.
We should place bets on who gets here first.
That's true. Yeah, we know that we have friends coming, so that kind of made the decision a little easier as well. Yeah. You all right?
We can wager hydration sachets.
Yeah.
We've both got loads of them, so they're good as currency.
That's true. That's true. Coveted. All right. Yeah. Might go take a nap now. Catch you later. Good morning. It is the next day, and I think I'm in a grumpy mood, so I'll just preface this day by saying that off the bat. So yeah, yesterday we made the decision, well, Tribute made the decision to stay at the shelter. And the rain was supposed to come, it was like rain and thunder from 2. So of course, guess what happened? No rain and thunder. It only started raining around 6:30. It was a little on and off. It wasn't that heavy, but I don't think I ever heard any thunder at all. No thunder, no lightning.
In the middle of the night.
Okay, well, but even so, it wasn't like as long or as strong as all the weather forecasts said it was going to be. So that was a little annoying to feel like, at least I felt like we wasted a day because we didn't do any walking after 11 a.m. because we were anticipating all this rain coming down on us. I did get a nice 2-hour nap in though, and quite a few people showed up at the shelter. Yeah, it was good chats and good vibes. But yeah, I didn't sleep too great. It's just so like hot and sticky now that, I don't know, I prefer being in my tent where I can just be free and sleep however I want. So yeah, and everyone got a really early start this morning, so it's about 6:40 now, and we're just setting off. And that is quite late to everyone else at the shelter, so we've got, I think, about 18 miles to the next shelter. Hopefully it's a very unexciting day terrain-wise. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just tired and a little frustrated that we now have to do some walking that we could have just done yesterday. But it is what it is. Good morning. It is almost 6:30. Yeah, I didn't film much yesterday because it was drizzling in the morning, and then I was just making miles. We were being productive.
Also, Pennsylvania is boring as hell.
I think you're thankful for that though, aren't you? No? Yeah. So yeah, yesterday I ended up doing 18 miles by 3 o'clock. Ew, what is that?
I just went to go and get my shoe.
I don't know if you can see it. There's a
Big like millipede thing inside.
That's always check your shoes.
Yeah.
There's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, so we'd always planned to get to this shelter for the day. So I ended up getting here at 3 o'clock. Tribute ended up getting here at 3:30. But I was very much ready to just take a break and then keep going, just because it was so early. And I didn't feel terrible or anything because the terrain was quite easy. But Tribute was done. So we hung around, and then at 4 o'clock we walked up the path to go to the shelter. And I'll be honest, I was a little annoyed at having to finish early. Just because I was so ready to keep going, and I didn't feel like I had the choice to. But it worked out anyways, because turns out that we thought our friends went ahead to some hostel about 6 miles ahead, but they were actually camped right here near the shelter. So we ended up camping with them. They had a fire already going, and we just sat and talked for like hours and hours and hours. So it was really nice. And yeah, we all went to bed at 8 o'clock. Slept pretty well. So now we're ready to get going. We've got an interesting first hurdle ahead of us today. There's some like beaver dam that we're meant to be crossing. So I've got my trekking poles ready. I've got my waterproof socks on. So we'll see how it goes. Today we're going about 17 miles to a shelter. And it's after that shelter that Pennsylvania is meant to start getting really, really, really rocky. So we are planning to get into a town Sunday morning. Could have gotten there probably Saturday, but we just want to break things up, especially because once it starts getting rocky, it's really hard to know how fast we'll be going. I don't want to overpromise, like a 20-mile day, and then we end up under-delivering. So I think it's better that we stick to more like realistic ways to break up the days. So yeah, that's really our plan. So enjoying our last day of rock-free Pennsylvania for the most part. And yeah, it's a beautiful day, so let's get going.
Call my number, call my name. If you wander back again, call my number, call my name. We both know I'm to blame. Call my number, call my name. If you wander back again, call my number, call my name.
Look at my head.
I know. But you got a bonnet on.
Thank you. Just quick update. We had about a 2-hour break this morning because we got to a hostel that is literally right next to the trail. We got there about 9:45 because we knew that they had like a basic resupply section, and we just needed a few things of food for the next day or two. So that was one reason. And then the other reason we stayed so long is because I don't know what happened, but basically as soon as I started walking this morning, the plantar fascia of my left foot, so the tendon that runs underneath your foot, was just giving me problems. Like it was just on fire almost. And I've never had plantar fascia problems. It came suddenly. I was fine yesterday, and as soon as I started moving today, it appeared. So I wanted to give myself just a break. So I stretched, I rolled it out with a massage ball, I put some KT tape on it, took some ibuprofen. It's feeling a little bit better than it was this morning. It's still not 100%. I can still feel something there. So I'm really hoping that we get to this shelter for the night quickly so that I can just relax this evening and like do my whole stretching routine again, because that's probably one of the most two common injuries that hikers have out here, is just damaging your plantar fascia, and I do not want that to happen, so we shall see. Yeah, I'm tired of this like injury ping pong that Tribute and I seem to be playing. Like, his leg gave out in Parisburg, then my hip gave out for about 2 weeks, and then his knee is all weird, and now my foot is all weird, and it just feels like we can never make progress because we're always stopping because one of us something is wrong with us. So it's a little frustrating, but I'm gonna just do the best that I can. I can still walk, and I'm not like in immense pain. It's just obviously don't want it to get worse. So, yeah, we've got 9 miles left. I know it looks like pretty level elevation for the rest of the day, so wish us luck. And maybe we can order pizza at this shelter tonight. That's what the rumor says. So wish us luck.